First off, this is a list of cartoons that I believe should be on the nomination block of Best Animated Series this year. In other words, this is subjective. It features cartoons that have run from previous years, but only the things that have been contained in the past year, as well as shows that have just started in the past 12 months. So with that out of the way, let's see the nominees for the Best Animated Series of 2016. It's a diverse crew starting off with The Loud House, followed up by Star vs. the Forces of Evil, Steven Universe, Gravity Falls, and We Bare Bears. Let's start this countdown, and at number 5 is We Bare Bears. One of Cartoon Network's most underappreciated shows, We Bare Bears is one of the most entertaining and instantly lovable cartoons to come out of the channel. Following three brothers who happen to be bears, the trio tackle everyday problems in a sitcom format that'll leave you smiling. But above that was Disney's most iconic animated series, Gravity Falls. Starting in 2012, the series followed Dipper and Mabel as they spend their summer in the paranormal town of Gravity Falls. Whether it was the characters, the intro theme, the beautiful animation, the art, the townsfolk, or the story, turning on the TV with an episode of this series on will leave your eyes glued to the screen. And its finale left a lot of feels that are still deep in my heart. 2016 closed the door on many great things. Gravity Falls is one of them. 2 years ago, Nick would have never gotten a spot in this lineup, but their latest and greatest series really surprised me. The Loud House is the only series that released this year that's on this list. The Everyday Life of Lincoln Loud is a great family comedy. The character design and art is unique and brilliant. The situation Lincoln finds himself in are relatable. The dynamic of the sisters and their personalities are all special. Every episode will leave you feeling good, and this down-to-earth series is an excellent addition to the Nick lineup and deserved of a spot on this list. Now, the top two have been heavily contended in my brain, as Star vs. the Forces of Evil and Steven Universe are both excellent series that have done a lot in the past year. But after sitting on it for a few days, rewatching episodes, and playing some Gran Turismo, I've come to the clear conclusion, and I hope you guys will stay for my reasons after finding out which is second. And number 2 is Star vs. the Forces of Evil. Now in its second year of existence, Star vs. the Forces of Evil had been to many a backup series to Gravity Falls on Disney XD, and now that series has come to a close, Star has become the new foundation. You see, the animation is brilliant, the characters are awesome, the dialogue between them is goofy fun, and the fact that the characters have flaws make them feel grandly more real. The series doesn't shy away from teenage angst, the mythical epicness is epic. There's just a lot to love about this series, and I expect a lot of it in the coming season. 2016 has been a rough year for Cartoon Network fans after the announcement of the upcoming loss of icons like Regular Show, Adventure Time, and The Amazing World of Gumball, but still shining on top alongside them is Steven Universe. For 3 years, the team behind the series has made one of the most fun, loving, relatable, unpredictable, controversial, inspiring, and iconic series in the decade. Back in 2013, no one knew what to expect from the lovable Steven and the 3 quirky gems that surrounded him in every episode, but 2016 has greatly expanded this show in ways I didn't expect going into this calendar year. From new characters to those we've seen but had no idea about, to the development and investment of Steven, Garnet, Pearl, Amethyst, and the main cast, the series is unraveling more and more, yet still feeling tightly compacted to the world we were introduced to 3 years ago. Steven Universe is this year's best animated series, yet that doesn't mean that others on this list weren't great. They obviously made it to the top 5, so what are your best animated series this year, guys? Comment below, and thanks for watching. I'm Brian Swan, and stay tuned for more.